This morning started like every other morning up until now. I woke up next to my boyfriend of 10 years, Mike, who was fast asleep next to me. I woke him up for work. I got up, took a shower, made breakfast, and we both got out the house, passionately kissing to say our goodbye for the day. I drove to work. I got there the usual time and was very was in a good mood because I had a good night. I decided that I am going to try to be a better girlfriend to Mike as he makes me so happy. My life couldn't have been better. I had a perfect job, I had the perfect boyfriend, I had the perfect house, the perfect life. That's what I thought. Then my phone rang. It was Mike. He called me to tell me that he was going to be working just a half day today, that he was heading home early. He wasn't feeling that great, and besides, he had so much to take care of around the house. I said, okay, honey, you work hard. You deserve it. Take a break. I'll see you later. He said, oh, Mindy, what time will you be home? I said, around the norm. I'm probably going to work till 5 or 6 today, so I'll see you this evening for dinner, okay? He said yes. We said our goodbyes. We said our I love yous and hung up the phone. Just as I got off the phone, my boss, Craig, approached me. Mindy, are you ready? Let's go over the notes for the meeting today at 11. Oh my gosh, I thought. No, I forgot my laptop. It's at home. Oh my gosh, I could not believe that I forgot my laptop at home on one of the most important days at work. I said, oh my gosh, Craig, I just remembered I have to run out. I have something I have to pick up really quickly. I'm going to run back home and grab some stuff, and I will be right back. He said, fine, just make sure you get back here by 10:30 so that we can quickly go over the notes for the meeting. Okay? Okay, I assured that I'd be back, and I grabbed my things, got in my car, and drove home. As I was approaching the house, I noticed that there was a car in the driveway. Then I looked over, and Mike's car was also in the driveway. So I said, he mentioned he was taking a half day, so I'm assuming that means that he would be home around 12:30, 1 o'clock. What's going on? Why is he in the house? Well, I figured, maybe he came home earlier. He was really not feeling well, and he just decided to take the entire day off. So I got out my car, I looked at the strange car in the driveway, I said, well, who could that be? Well, maybe it's his friend from work. Who knows? Maybe someone stopped over to take care of him. So I went in, I turned around, looked at the car one more time. It did not look familiar, but I said, okay, I'll find out anyway. I'm heading in the house. So I entered the house, through the kitchen, the side door. I looked around. It was dark in there. No lights on, no music, no TV, no sign of life. So I walked around. Hey, Mike, hey, Mike, are you home? No answer. And I walked around some more. Mike, are you home? For sure he's home. I see his car in the driveway. So I kept walking around the house, and we have a very large house. So I figured he could be somewhere hidden in the house. I walked until I reached to the bedroom, and there he was, in bed with another woman. Wow. I froze. I didn't know what to do. How should I react in this situation? I know we see it all the time on TV where a woman walks in, she catches her man in bed with another woman, and she immediately reacts. She yells, she screams, she fights, She throws things, but I'm telling you, when it happens to you, you have no idea how you will react. I froze. They noticed me. Felt like I had been standing there for 5 minutes watching the whole thing when Mike turned around and saw me. He immediately threw the woman the, off onto the floor and grabbed his things. Mindy, what are you doing home? I finally came back to reality. Mike, what's going on here? Who's she? What are you doing? Why are you here? Why are you home? Who is this woman? The woman looks at me and she turns red. She runs out the door. She grabs her clothes on the way and she begins to run out the door. I wasn't focused on her at all. I recognized her though. She was his friend, quote unquote, a distant friend I had met in the beginning of our 10-year relationship, who he claimed they never had anything to do with each other because he did not find her attractive. So, I ignore this woman. I forgot her name by now. Jessica, I believe. I focus on Mike. Mike, what the hell are you doing? How could you do this? I start yelling, screaming. He grabs me to calm me down. I'm screaming. I'm making a fuss. I'm throwing things. I am reacting like the women on TV. Finally, I decided I had enough. I told him, get your shit and get the hell out of this house. He tries to calm me down again. I said, get out now. He tries again. I walked away. I walked to the kitchen. I grabbed a butcher knife. And as Mike was putting on his clothes to leave, I plunged a knife in his back. It felt as though something else had taken over my body. I was unable to control myself. I kept plunging it in and plunging it in. And 50 stab wounds later, I snapped back to reality. At this point, the other woman, Jessica, I think her name is, had noticed and called the police. The house was surrounded, and I was in big trouble. At this point, I dropped the knife. I start shaking Mike. Mike, Mike, come back. What's going on, Mike? Obviously, I had a mental break. I got up. I took the knife. I went outside. I proceeded to run after Jessica with the knife, and the police fired out 10 bullets. I fell to the ground and fell asleep forever. All because of the other woman.